Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 here in Memphis, Tennessee, and all you good folks in Brownsville and Jackson and all throughout West Tennessee, North Mississippi, and East Arkansas. And we've been on chronic wasting disease, and I think I've got one of those prions in my head right now as far as talking about chronic wasting disease. We're going to switch over and talk about a subject that I like to talk about, but I'm not sure there's anything to talk about other than Mossy Oak Go, because I got back from Arkansas over the holidays, and I saw about as many ducks as I did rabbits and squirrels, so I don't know how things are going, but we have, it's that time, and we want to talk with Spence Halford here. Good morning, Spence.
Good morning. How are you, Mr. Larry?
I'm doing great, and obviously he knows how old I am by saying that like that, but
he's being polite.
Yeah, he's being polite. Charlie knows that for sure and everything. But proud
I've
of
taken a lot of. I've sported a lot of whoopings for not saying.
Yeah, you
Mr.
did,
Larry and Mr. Charlie.
I know that, and we know your dad and your uncle too, and they did it right. So Rolling Thunder duck call, Rolling Thunder calls has been your life here for the last how many 5, 10, 6 years?
Yeah.
What? How long?
Man, we're knocking on the door of 10 years.
10 years, amazing.
It'd be, it's crazy how time flies, isn't it?
Yeah. When I see your kids on Facebook, and I say, golly, I remember him when he was like that. But I know you're doing what you love, and you guys have hooked up recently with Mossy Oak, which social media, when you're my age, social media sounds like something that you'd drive through the drive-through and order, but
right.
You guys are big in this, and I know part of the Mossy Oak Go, the all-new 100% free, and it's in capital letters, which I like.
That's right.
So Rolling Thunder calls is free. No, it's not really free, but we want to thank that. If you go to their website, you'll see that. But talk about your connection here with Mossy Oak and the video part, because you guys have really done a good job of being in the video world. I love your video. So talk about that, Spence.
Thank you. Well, Mossy Oak Go is a platform. Okay, so the new thing in television and in mobile devices are these streaming platforms like Netflix and Amazon Prime, and, Roku, and there's a bunch of different ones that basically allow you to watch television through the internet. Okay, so they're and that's taking the place very quickly of traditional cable or the networks. And so Mossy Oak went out and built this platform. It looks and feels a lot like Netflix.
It does.
But basically what it is it's a platform where you can go and watch outdoor television, just like you would turn on the Outdoor Channel or Sportsman's Channel or Pursuit Channel, and you can watch it by pursuit, by category. So you can click on a picture of a strutting turkey, and you can watch turkey footage. And you can click on a deer, and you can watch deer footage. You can click on a duck, and you can watch duck hunting.
And that's where y'all have come in with part of the MoGo, and you're able to go. And so, do you do the videos? Are these your guys' videos that you shoot and you supply them to Mossy Oak that they can use? Because I know you're in tight with Mossy Oak. So Mossy
Oak is the title and presenting sponsor of our project.
Okay.
And you can think about our project just like a television show. We create 10 episodes each season.
Okay.
And we put those out throughout the year, and they're what we call semi-live. So one of the cool things about social media that you don't get on network television is you can turn something around really quick. And so if I go to a couple weeks ago, I took a group from my church to Kansas. I took 4 guys who'd never been out west hunting, took them to Kansas and showed them something completely new, dry field, ducks and geese, and we had a big time. Well, we've already turned that around. We've edited that, and we've turned that into an episode. That's going to come out next week.
Really? Okay.
So what you've got is you're watching a product that was filmed 3 weeks ago, whereas for years and years in network television, the stuff that you're watching is at least a calendar year old.
It is.
Because of the way airtime gets booked and all those things. And so that's really fun for the people, for the the end user that's watching the footage, because they know, hey, that just happened. Like we could, and so it's relevant and it's immediate, and that's one of the coolest things about the streaming platform is that it doesn't have to go through all of the red tape and the bureaucracy of network television and get stale for a year before you get to watch it sitting on your couch.
And so, so you're telling me this trip to Kansas, you can turn that around in 2 weeks and have it available.
2 weeks or less.
Yeah.
So last year, season 1, if you were looking on the Mossy Oak Go platform, season 1, everything from that year was filmed in the 2017-2018 hunting season.
Wow. Okay.
So it's 6 waterfowl episodes and then 4 turkey episodes, and basically it tells the story of starts September 1 and to the end of May. It tells the story of kind of our hunting season from the fall all the way through the springtime, and that's what we're doing again this year. And so this one that'll come out here next week, that'll be what we call Chapter 4. That'll be the 4th episode. And we're calling them chapters because we're treating these kind of like, we're logging days in the field and then turning that around to everybody and trying to keep it real and relevant to the time of year and what we're doing, at that particular time of the year.
It's almost like a journal. It's a video journal.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
And how long are each one?
And therein lies another cool part about streaming.
It's unlimited time. Yeah.
And so what you have on network television, every show has to be 21 minutes.
That's right.
21 and a half minutes.
And
so what you have, if you ask a television show producer in behind closed doors when nobody's listening, what he'll tell you is that he's got about 8 to 10 minutes of really good stuff, and he's got about 5 minutes of mediocre stuff, and then he's got about 7 minutes of just pure D filler.
That's right.
And people lose interest when they're watching the filler content. And so we try to produce an episode that has nothing to do with the time.
Okay.
We try to think about it in terms of how long is the story good enough to make you sit there and keep watching. And so our goal is that if it's a 12-minute episode, it feels the same to you as a 1-minute episode because you're engaged.
You're engaged.
And so
in it. Yeah.
Our episodes range anywhere from 5 minutes to 11, 12 minutes at the most, but none of them are 20 minutes. If it's well edited, you can get a lot of good stuff in 10 or 11 minutes.
I always knew when I write that try to write to a 6th grade education. Well, that fit me good because I was at 8th grade education, so I was 2 years ahead of those people, and so it comes down to it because I watched one of your videos and it just went by, and it's over with, and and you're ready for the next. Only got a couple of minutes here. Let me talk a little about Rolling Thunder. How's it going, and what you got for 2019?
Yeah, we're doing great, blowing and going, and 2019 should be a huge year for us. We're knocking on the door of our 10-year anniversary, so we're kind of making some plans for some special 10-year anniversary calls in 2020. But in 2019, we've got a couple new turkey calls coming out, and we're going to relaunch one of our most popular duck calls this next fall. So you'll have to stay tuned for that.
All right, buddy. Tell our listeners how they can get more information about Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, sure. So everything that we've got is available on our website, www.rollingthundergamecalls.com, and then you can find us in your popular hunting and fishing stores like Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, and then your large regional independent dealers like Max Prairie Wings and Final Flight and Simmons Sporting Goods and D&W in Jonesboro. All those guys have got our stuff.
And go to Mossy Oak, folks, and look for Mogo. And that's what it is, the new Mossy Oak Mogo streaming television, and see if you can recognize Spence. He's the one that doesn't have any hair on his face. No, he does, too.
Yeah, it's free, and all you got to do is go to the App Store on your phone or on your
already done it.
Television.
Already done it. You had the favorite word, free. I think I got that from your dad, so anyway. All right, buddy, proud of you, what you've done and everything, and we'll stay in touch, okay?
Good. Thank you very much. And, hey, listen, before I let you go, I want to say none of this will be possible without the good folks at Mossy Oak. They really believe in what we're doing and with the direction that the industry is going. And So I hope that everybody listening will really support those guys. Some great folks that share a lot of things, faith and values and traditions with all of us down there in West Point, Mississippi.
Hey, man, I hunt out of that blackout blind, too. I got some blackout camo, too. They can't even see me.
Go.
You know, I walk right among the critters. They don't see me. Thank you, Spence. All right, we'll talk to you.
All right. See you later.
All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We'll wake up Charlie Covington over there because he was listening to that, really into it. I almost told him to say something. All right, be right back.